woods with the fat lad. We need to step away from the screens. Go pack a bag, whip up some lunch. You need a break from the wife's flatulence. You've been too long inside, you're about to buzz. Just let us out and let us dream, and go wherever we want with extra cream, all the way to the top. And you know we won't stop, as the penny drop. You gotta step away from the screens. A solo camp, hammock under the light of the moon. And sometimes you bring Bramblehead. If you're lucky you might get some poontang. It's more likely with Johnny. We've seen the way you look at him, and the fear in his eyes as he zips up the tent again. Just let us out and let us dream, and go wherever we want with extra cream, all the way to the top. And you know we won't stop, as the penny drop. You gotta step away from the screens. Step away from the screens. Some say heavy, some say old. He got extra layers so he don't feel the cold. Some say he got the face of a moose. He loves to share it.
Oh, howdy. Oh, forgive the air. I'd rather wear a helmet. Well, another vid. I know a few of you that watch my channel regularly might have a few questions like, what the hell is that? Well, I've had the raging up for weeks. I needed to blow a few cobwebs out, get the blood pumping, and do a different sort of camp. But I've got to say, I've only done about 3 or 4 miles at the moment. I bloody hate cycling, I really do. I've said it over and over. 8 nights I've spent wild camping, give or take, maybe 7. This will be my 8th, I'm not entirely sure. It just ain't fun. It ain't bloody fun. Anyway, let's get that out of the way. The only way you're going to catch me doing it again, one of 2 ways. Either I become uber fit, which ain't going to happen because I still don't enjoy the act, or I get myself an e-bike, which ain't really going to happen because I'm pretty tight, and spending anything up to about 2 grand on a reasonable one, I still might not like it, but I'm not built for hills. I'm going back up to a place that I camped a few months ago. This time I'm going to sling a hammock up. Right up the top of another massive, great big hill. One of the biggest on the island. You'll see it as I start pushing up it, no doubt. So, any e-bike companies up there that want to give a fat knacker a bike to get a review by someone that hates cycling but loves loading shit up and going long distances, hook me up. Obviously I'm only joking, that ain't gonna happen, but I just need to sit here and wheeze a while. Got my short shorts on and everything. I have to say, the old bike, I think it's a Trek Marlin, or Trek. See what it does to me. There's nothing wrong with the bike. The bike is a good bike. It's the body and mentality. But it is absolutely stunning here. Not that I'm staying here. Under the shade of a sycamore tree. Views all the way to Pompey. I'm just about to start to cool down. I can't talk, I'm just about cooling down. And back onto it. Got some stunning views over the back of the island that you'll see in a little while. It's going to be a short video today. Not going to keep waffling. So, on that note, lungs back up my arse, turn the bleeding camera off. Am I having fun yet? One thing I must say, car drivers do not like giving room on these island roads. Just about to see that massive hill I've got to climb. I'm not even sorry. Oh. Gorgeous views for tonight, and the best news is that's my little spot. It's overgrown, so people ain't going in there and I won't get seen. And there's shade because it is hotter than a hot thing in the middle of summer. And I hope I ain't singed because I didn't cream up before I left, because I thought I'd be cycling like the wind. That turned out not to be the case. Right, I need some drink for food tonight. I have bought me some pigeon breast and some noodles. Hopefully I'll be able to find a bit that ain't overgrown to cook it on. Last time I was here, you might be able to remember, I said that I could keep hearing the faint and it sounded like a cow or a bull or something like that. Well, I've since found out what it is. The week after that, I was doing some work at the Isle of Wight Zoo, which is about, I don't know, mile and a half that way. It was the lions doing their little lion noises. But yeah, I didn't realise their voice travelled so far, but apparently it does. Can't remember what they said, 5 miles or some shizzle. But now, I haven't got to worry about being a cow. I know it's a lion. Every day's a school day, folks. Every day's a school day. As you can see, I'd make my way through a bramble path to get my tree straps on, but you really can't argue. I've got my mods in there, I didn't bother with the tarp. I'll bring you around and show you the views in a minute, but was the cycling worth it? It's always worth it when you get here. The downside is I've got to do it again on the way home. How far do I reckon that was? I'd say probably about 5 miles, but that's 5 miles of a lot of uphills. Oh yeah. What's not to like? I can see people in the distance. They could probably see me, but if they come closer, I'm definitely obscured. So there is my vista for the evening. And I am going to take a well-earned 10-minute snooze, I reckon. Oh, cycling sucks. It don't suck, I'm just very, very unfit. This little island don't suck, you know. Proper peaceful here. Legs of Garth. I'm gonna have to think about whacking me on some Namit. Namit. Oh. Podcast clock soon as well. Speaking of podcasts, I'm about to co-host a podcast, name to be decided, with an old army pal. It's going to be banter, news of the day, not political. It'll be very politically incorrect, no doubt, and no doubt it's going to upset a few people. But as I always say, offence is taken, it ain't given, sir. And the best part is it, we're going to sit, I can't even talk, that don't hold much hope, does it, for a podcast, not being able to talk. We've got to syndicate it to the listening apps as well, so you don't need to look at this head. And the bloke doing it with me, which is an old army pal, has got an even worse head. So at least you can just put it on and fall asleep to it. We'll see how that goes. No doubt, someone will cop the ump and try to get us cancelled. You can't cancel me, it's my podcast, I say what I like. Scoff today could not be simpler. I've got some soba noodles in me pot. These are really good because you add the sauce after and they actually taste like proper decent Chinese noodles. Got my frying pan here and some pigeon breast, which I'm going to slice up, fry off once the water's boiled, and add it and effectively have a pigeon stir fry, because I love pigeon. Get me rubbish in the bag. There's ants everywhere. Get some pigeon strips done. I've got another great little frying pan which was given to me by Wild Camping International as a Christmas present. I've actually got a little giveaway I'll be doing soon, because they did send me another one of those cook's kits that I used on my last camp, and as I've already got one, I don't need another. So I'll be giving that away. Great little bit of kit. I've moved over here purely because the rocks and that and everything is so dry. Less chance of starting a fire. But with these rocks, it's just spinning me chopping board. Right, bloody ants everywhere and all. That ain't good. Get some oil in my pan. You can get in there. Put you on top to stop the ants getting in. And wait for the water to boil. Not a great lot to see, really. Good eating, you buggers. That little Fancee Feast stove is just immense. So the pigeon's all cooked up, as you can see. Now with pigeon, it's normally better to have it a little bit rare. If you overcook it, it can taste a little bit like liver. I like liver, so I don't care. But yeah, a little bit of blood in it and it tastes like fillet steak. Or fillet beef, whatever you want to call it. Got some more water on the go there, so I can make me a cup of coffee, which is going to be much needed. And I've soon got to empty my water out my thing and add in another set I've never used. Look, another gift from Whole Camping International. Would you believe it? Titanium cutlery set. First outing, I think. Noodles in. Sauce on top. Big chunks. Oh no, I'm not wasting you. 5-second rule. It might not look much, but that is going to be proper tasty, I tell thee. Whew. Cup of coffee in hand. And what we got here? Proper fine dining. Pigeon has got to be one of my finest wild meats. I really enjoy it. It's a good meat for meat, let alone game. After a long, hot, sweaty day, a proper belly full of food. That's, I class that as a result. Don't know if you can see everything behind me. Cliffs, beach, sea. Hear the odd occasional dog walker up there, but they can't see me. And only got about half hour till sundown. Enjoyed today apart from the cycling, but needs must. Don't get me wrong, when you go for hikes in this sort of heat, because it's been 30 degrees and chuffing hot, even that ain't fun. So you know what I mean. But if it weren't for the rough times, you wouldn't appreciate the easy times, would you? Anyway, certainly with a mic on, you can probably hear every single liquidy chew, which ain't good. Tap bye. This audio is going to be wank because I forgot to put my microphone on. That scram was tops. Seriously tops. I'm not going to get a sunset because it's over that way. But hopefully, dependent on moon, I'll see what sort of starlets I can grab if my GoPro don't mug me over. Mug me over? I'm laying here with a podcast on. Time's about 9:30. I'm in my hammock, just chilling. Tonight was about chilling out and enjoying myself, which I've done. So sorry there ain't been much filming. Anyway, twice in the last minute and a half, I've had a barn owl literally fly 8 foot above my head, obviously on the hunt. Obviously I'm not going to get it, because if I have me
light on the go. It ain't gonna do it anymore, but that is chuffing awesome. Nature rocks. Stop giving it the thumbs up. You look like a bell end. Bedtime now. I've got a star lapse on the go. Probably won't work. There's still a few voices, kids or something playing about. So, and the crickets, or the grasshoppers, pretty noisy like. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep. Bit of Joe Rogan. I'll be seeing you in the morning. Cue time lapse if it worked. Good morning. Time is now 5:30. Something's getting murdered behind me. Slept like a log. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna pack up pretty quick and get underway pretty quick before the sun comes out, because it is meant to get to the high 30s today, and I don't want to be cycling in the high 30s. So, quick sup of water, pack this shizzle up. I haven't got a lot to pack down. Get on the way. On my way. Oh, proper needed that last night. Thoroughly relaxing. Awesome. You don't need to see me pack away, I'm on a bleeding hill. See you on way out.
There's a town in North Ontario.
Well, just coming up to 6 o'clock. Time for me to get a wriggle on. Apologies if this thing is really bouncy, but I've got a long wobbly arm attached to my handlebars and it's a bit bumpy. Right. I'll see if there's anything for you to see en route out. Not looking forward to this.
And in my mind, I still need a place to go. Is all of my changes were there. The blue window behind the stars. The yellow moon on the rise. The big birds flying across the sky. Casting shadows and all.
Right, homeward bound now, and mostly on flattish tarmac, so there ain't going to be a lot to see. So until next time, ta-ra.